Hi there, Aries. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at the first week of January 2017. And the kickoff for the first week of 2017 is a mixed bag of cosmic tricks. But before we look ahead, Aries, let's take a quick glance at the carryovers that we're still dealing with from last year. And that, of course, is Mercury retrograde, still out of phase in Capricorn through early next week. It gets the year off to a slow start, so don't feel at all as if you have to get a move on, because that is not the truth. At its best, this carryover from before Christmas is a reminder to finish tying up loose ends from last year. At its worst, it puts communication and transportation at a double disadvantage. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, January 4, Mercury reverses back into overly optimistic Sagittarius, which means that whilst you're backtracking, you're also going to have to make an added effort to stay focused and on track. And let's face it, the first week of 2017, you may not feel that focused and on track. That's the day, January 8th, that the communications and transportations will slowly but surely start to return to normal. But for a lot of astrologers who believe that Mercury often takes a couple of days to really get going, I would say wait until the 12th or 13th. The other January 1st carryover is a Mars-Neptune conjunction from New Year's Eve that can be best described as post-holiday depression. Eating foods high in iron and getting enough sleep are your best bets to get you through this low energy field. As we look ahead, Aries, the first week of the new year, this week also makes it very clear that, things are going to brighten up and things are going to get better with a Jupiter-Saturn sextile, a positive shift for Venus moving into your sign, and a one-time meeting between the Sun and Pluto. On Sunday, January 1st, there's a lucky lineup between Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter in your relationship zone, Saturn in your long-distance zone. That can be the spark that turns things in your favor if you've already done all the heavy lifting. There's also some happy news for relationships when Venus moves into Pisces. Pisces is Venus's second favorite sign placement. This sweet planet sign combination of compassion and idealism will be on hand, softening the hardest hearts until the beginning of February when it moves into your sign. On Saturday, January 7, there's an annual one-day conference between the Sun and Pluto that signals it's time to push the power button. These two titans have been meeting up every year since 2008 in Capricorn, your 10th house of career, reputation, and status, which is synonymous with corporate power. The Sun is our center of energy, and Pluto rules over crisis and transformation. During the last 9 years, the entire world has been experiencing financial emergencies, drastic climate changes, and massive changes in the balance of power, as we've seen following on from the recent US election. On a personal level, this is a signal to keep fighting for your long-term goals and not backing down, especially at work. So, really, we're in a holding pattern until Mercury moves direct, which it does over the weekend. As I said, some astrologers are saying, wait until January 12 before you really push the play button on pretty much everything. Have a fabulous week and Happy New Year.